Hi, I'm Chris and I'm doing the work. I'm on vacation here in Maui. And one of the things that I realized when you go on vacation, it's really easy to get nervous. Like you're like, oh, the point of vacation was to relax. But a lot of times you kind of get nervous. You're like, oh, if I don't plan ahead, something bad is going to happen. And so you kind of feel like there was a situation where I feel like, oh, I was just sitting outside relaxing and I was already thinking like, oh, what are we gonna do tonight or the next day? And so I kind of realized the belief behind that is if I don't plan ahead, something bad is gonna happen. So I'm gonna do inquiry on that belief. So in this situation, I'm by the pool with my son, and if I don't plan ahead, something bad is gonna happen. Um, is it true? Yes. Then can you be absolutely sure that it's true? Can I be absolutely sure that something bad is going to happen if I'm not planning ahead? No. And even if I am planning ahead, something bad could still happen. So it's kind of a self-defeating belief. Um, how do I react? What happens when I believe the thought? What images pop into my head? What do I feel in my body? What thoughts appear? What emotions? Kind of definitely get anxious, get distracted from the moment, like I was saying. Kind of feel like my mind goes on overdrive, like considering all these scenarios. It's not even like productive worry. It's like, oh, just worry for no reason. And kind of also like catastrophizing, which is like you see images of the worst happening and you're just like sitting here in a really pleasant place and you have these images of like the worst thing happening, and they're so like incongruous and like takes you out of the enjoyment of any moment you had there. So who would I be without the belief? Or actually, can I see any non-stressful reason to keep this belief that if I don't plan ahead, something bad is going to happen? No, like I don't like the belief that something bad is going to happen unless I always need to be planning ahead is like a recipe for unhappiness, because you're always going to be ahead of where you are right now, and that's going to always keep you distracted and never let you enjoy it. So who would I be without this belief? Like I can just see myself enjoying the time with my family and my son, just really pleasant and really peaceful. So let's try some turnarounds. If I do plan ahead, something bad will happen. Well, just the act of like planning ahead kind of makes you think of the worst. So just by like planning ahead in this moment, not that it's bad to plan or do something, but it is also kind of like the worst, like something bad appears in your mind just by the act of planning usually. So it's like, why? I guess it's kind of a strange turnaround, but let's try another one. If I don't plan ahead, nothing bad will happen. Yeah, like, I feel like there's many examples of that being true. Like I didn't plan ahead and still had a great day today. I was worried about nothing. You're like almost all the time you're worried about nothing, and if something bad happens, you can kind of go with it. Like it's bad and then it passes and then there's something else happening and that could be good. It's only bad too, like the story you tell yourself, like, oh, this shouldn't happen, or you're arguing, you're like, oh, we missed whatever, this thing. So it's kind of like, it's only as bad as you let it be. So that's interesting to think, that if I don't plan ahead, nothing bad will happen. Because you'll have no idea if like this is bad or not. It's just an event happening. And if I don't plan ahead, something good will happen. Is that true? Like I've had a lot of times on this vacation where I just kind of like go with the flow and discover something cool, go explore. Don't really have my wife and I and my son don't have like a day plan, but we just take it however he's feeling, and we have some really nice, memorable moments with him. So that's doing inquiry on a really common vacation belief that you need to plan ahead or something bad's going to happen.